Hello, good day. My name is Amakwa Kingsley, and then this is tutorial number 2, and we continue on the web development. The first video was on the how the software that you need to get into the Slideberry community web development lesson. As again, my name is Amakwa Kingsley, as you already know. The name people used to call me is Prof. You can call me Prof. You can call me any name you used to prefer. You can call me. Today is a continuation of. This time is a continuation. This time is a continuation of the previous video on the Slideberry community. Well, you can choose to like and subscribe, but we recommend that you share with your friends, and then you also download, and then you can watch later on. We permit you to do that because our purpose is not for profit, but our purpose is to help you to get knowledge in web development and then other lessons of computer related. Okay. Today we'll be discussing our first topic that we'll be discussing is what is websites? What is a website? Okay, we'll be discussing what is a website, what is web development, who is a web developer, who is a web designer, and then the 3 developer fields within the web development system or field. Now, with a website, website got to do with pages on the internet or documents on the internet. For instance, back in school, in primary, in JHS, in SHS, even in university, we were taught that a website is a collection of web documents. Okay, that is a document found on the internet. So when you take Facebook is a website. Though it's a social media platform, but it is a website. When you take if I take let's say Amazon.com is a website. Okay, though it's an online store, so that is a website. Now, when we talk of web development is all about trying to learn programming languages, web languages. Okay, that is codes. Okay, to be able to create your own websites, search engines, web applications, even to provide security on the internet. That is the main idea of web development. Okay, so that is when we talk of web development, it's all about you trying to bring the online presence, or you trying to create a system that would be nice to be used on the internet. Okay, yeah. So this brings about the question: who is a web developer? So a web developer is you and I who tries to sit down to learn codes, or not even learning codes, but try to bring other technologies together to make online presence very better. Okay, yeah. So for instance, Mark Zuckerberg can be termed as a web developer because he sat down to think and created Facebook. Facebook is an example of a social media platform. Somebody sat down to create YouTube. So YouTube is also another social media platform, but it's also a website. So a web developer is somebody who creates such who creates such websites or such systems on the internet. Now, many people confuse themselves with web developer and then web designer. When somebody is a web developer, the person actually learns how to code, how to use those codes, the languages, to create websites, web apps, and other technologies. And then a web designer is one who sits with Photoshop, InDesign, or any of the designing application to design the interface of a website. So designers are mostly like UI developers. They try to develop the user interface of a website or a mobile application or a web application or interface of anything. So that is the vast difference between a web developer and a web designer. Somebody can become a web developer and at the same time a web designer. Yeah, but web developers normally code, and while web designers normally deals with designing the user interface and then the UX, so UI and UX. We will talk much about it later. And then we have 3 folds of the web developers. Okay, that is the developing fold. We have what we call front end developer. We have back end, and then we have full stack. Okay, so we have front end developer, and then we have front end developer, we have back end developer, and we have a full stack developer. So front end developers are all about trying to code to create the user interface. So when a designer designs how a website should look like, the front end developer will sit down to code the actual thing to look as it is on the design. And then the back-end developer most of the times deals with the transmission of data from one point to another, or providing security for a website or a web application. So if you get the idea well, the front-end developer normally creates how everything should look on the website. That is, they code it. They don't design it, they code it. So when the designer designs the website and bring it to the front-end developer, he sits down to code the user interface, the face at which you see. Then let's say there's a part where you send messages to a friend, and then the friend receives the messages, you receive back the reply and other things. That one deals with the back end, that is dealing with the server and then transmission of data from the server to your computer. So that is the back end. And then sometimes the back end developers also provide security for the website so that nobody breach the security or hack into the website or something like that. And then the full stack developers, as the name pertains, full. So full stack developers are developers that have idea about front end and then back end. It means they have all the knowledge within the back end and the front end, so they can do any of them. So they combine them to do something. And then when you see such person, we call the person a full stack developer. Well, I'm a front end developer, but I can teach things that are inside the back end and the front end also. Yeah, but I'm a front end developer. Okay, so let's put this one aside. If you have any questions, do try to comment, and then I will answer you personally. Yeah, and then let's get into the other side. If you can see, we have Notepad, Chrome, and then Firefox. Well, these are the three recommended things that at least you should have if you don't have any application on your computer. You should try to get Notepad, Chrome, or Firefox. These three things will help you to code or try to help you to create your own website. So we underestimate Notepad, but Notepad is one of the powerful things. So try to get it, and then Chrome too, and then Firefox. But somebody will ask the question, what about we who don't have computers at home, but we have only mobile devices? Well, when you have a mobile device, if you have Android, you can download Unwriter free from Play Store. You can also download Creative ID, okay, from Play Store. But we recommend Unwriter. Okay, we recommend that anybody using Android devices should download Unwriter free, because that is what we recommend. Okay, it'll help you to code, and then without needing a browser or any other thing. So if you're using a mobile device, try to download Unwriter. We will do tutorials on Unwriter, how to use Unwriter to code your website also, so you don't have to worry. And then what about those who uses iPhone? Those who use iDevices to, whether it is the tablet or whatever, you also have the chance to download